So are we on?
We're only 4 minutes late, so.
Only 4 minutes late?
Oh, well, we're allowed to be late, maybe.
Well, I tell you. You know, I just want to jump across there and hug Arlene for being so patient and so calm under pressure. Because, it's been the last 10 to 15 minutes she's been trying to get the sound to work.
Yep, we're having
and
sound
she
issues.
had to reboot and do all this stuff. And I'm glad that we have somebody technical that is patient. So, Arlene, we love you, and everybody out there is very appreciative because
now they can have their coffee, take out their garbage.
You know, Tammy, I was thinking about something.
Uh-oh, here we go.
You know, it used to be that people would tune in because they would want to see what I could do to make you turn red.
Well, see, now they tune in for the great products. That's old hat.
No, it was always about the products, but they love to see you blush. And so I'm trying to figure out what I could do to make you blush. Maybe you could tell us why Friday night is such a special night in your week.
Friday night? It's Friday. It's the end of the work week.
Isn't it date night? Friday night is date night.
Sure it is. Isn't
Oh,
it date night in everybody's world?
Oh, look at, see, there we go. There we go. So those of you who've missed this beautiful blush on our beautiful Tammy have now been treated this morning to a genuine blush.
Well, now I'm going to have to scheme.
Well, it wasn't really scheming.
You
it was
told
just,
me before we started.
I said that I had been scheming a little bit because of plotting. Because I thought, now what am I going to say? Who do we have this morning?
Doris and Erica.
Erica has, Erica's got something going online today. I think about Norwex or something. And then I just saw Doris Adams. I hope she's doing well.
And Lynn from Peterborough.
Wow. Peterborough. Well, that is where Leanne is, too. And there's Evelyn and Nadine. Look at all these ladies up. Yeah.
All right.
She said. So what do you think?
Should truck along?
Yeah, maybe we could talk about what our door prizes are.
Okay. Since I put them way over here. So the Steady Betty Betty bands will be together with ruler gripping foamy pads. Boy, that sounds very technical.
Yeah, it doesn't really sound, I don't know.
Okay, what is it? For rulers, the perfect solution to a slippery ruler.
And the Betty bands are for your hands when you're
free motion.
Oh, somebody saw your blush all the way from Bimbrook. Oh, there's Leslie Drake. Wow.
Okay, then there's a coloring book, a calming coloring book. And 8 fat quarters in yellows because we want to enjoy this sunshine a little longer. But I think it's supposed to rain today. So make a comment and Arlene will hopefully draw your name.
Well, as long as it doesn't rain like it did on Monday. I mean, I don't mind if it does that, but, not for prolonged periods of time. So one of the things I put up on the table here this morning was some cutting mats.
And you can hear the rustling.
Because I didn't take the plastic off them, but I did want to talk about them a little bit. When I first started quilting, Oltha had the best quilting mats on the market. They were thick and they were the best, and that's what you wanted to have. And over time, and I think it was, maybe cost savings or whatever, they got thinner and thinner, and now I find that unfortunately they wear my blade down because it's not a good mat. And
don't they also feel harder?
Yeah,
not as forgiving.
It's just not a good mat. So I've stopped carrying them, and I've stopped carrying Oltha and Omnigrid because they're not thick enough and the quality isn't there. So we've been carrying some good middle of the road mats that are reasonably priced upstairs, but there are some on the market that are much, much better. Mm-hmm. And so if you're doing a lot of cutting and your mat's wearing out, then it might be worth an investment of a better quality mat. Now, Creative Grids has come out with a mat. This one's 24 by 30. It has the markings on it, and
the inch, and then all the little 1/8 of the inch.
Yeah,
marks.
and then and this one is $90.99. And oops, oh my gosh, and it has some angles for
as
if
well.
you were cutting, some bias on the other side.
So I use this one, and I really like it. The markings are nice and clear, because that's really important, I've noticed. If you have a hard time finding your little eighth or quarter, it gets frustrating.
Yeah, it does. Now, Quilters Select, this is a company by Alex Anderson. This mat is 24 by 36 also. It is selling for $115, and it has a lot of marks on it. And what they've done is that they have a dark side and a lighter side, so that when you're cutting some, for depending on the type of fabric that you're using. Once again, a much heavier mat.
Yeah, you can feel it, the thickness on it.
And this one here is 36 by 24. And this is by Martelli. And I believe this is the best one on the market. I know that Elmer Burns and lots of our famous quilters use them, because I remember asking at market what they were using. And this is the mat that we use. We have a bigger one. There's how big is that?
Oh, that's huge.
Is it
It's like 30 by
not 70, but 59? It's big.
60 or something, maybe.
And it's $250. This one is $160, but this is somebody's forever mat. This will not wear out on them. For us, we could get over a year pretty much on our cutting table with all the cutting that we do.
So you can kind of say it like this is like the Royals Royce of cutting mats.
Yeah, it is. And we just like to let you know that we have them.
Yeah.
And there's certainly nothing wrong with our middle of the road mats. Just depends on what you're doing and how much you're cutting. But we wanted to let you know that there are some others out there. And depending on what you're doing and how much, it might be a consideration.
Yep, and if you have the space, because it's nice to have the space for a big mat.
And Christmas is coming, and, it could be something that you put on your wish list for Christmas. Who knows? Oh, there's Kathy Toms. Good morning, Kathy. And there's Joan. Yeah, it's so nice when everybody's kind of connecting with each other in the morning here, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a couple of other things here, don't we?
So last week we were talking about the grippy gloves for free motion, and we wanted to let you know that we also have some other kind of gloves if you need some help. They're Crafters Comfort gloves, so if you have arthritis or hand pain, they're little gloves. They've got the fingertips cut off. I grabbed medium so I could try them on. Let's see if I can do it. There we go.
I know people who wear them.
And so they're just kind of stretchy. Once you get them on, they apply some, I
Carol
don't want to
wears
say
hers all the
pressure,
time.
but like just some support.
A little bit of tension there.
Yeah. So you can still do what you need to do, but you're feeling some support in your wrist and your palm, your thumbs.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have those in small, medium, large, and they're $31.50. We have different things to try to hopefully help you get more joy out of your crafty time, right? That says for hand swelling and cold hands too.
Yeah, would they work for crocheting? Shirley Grimes is asking. I don't see why not.
Darlene, I think, uses them for knitting and crocheting sometimes.
Oh, and there's Sue Miller. Sue and Kathy are on. Look at that.
Right.
They're married to brothers.
Wow. You're just full of information.
I know. They come to retreats sometimes. And there's Bonnie Gibbons.
We also have a Quilt in a Day by Elmer Burns, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 2.5-inch strip wonky ruler. So, you could do like a log cabin. Oh, that's very glary.
Glary? Is that a word?
Glary? Maybe not. It glares a lot. The English major caught me.
No, it's just, I'm just being funny.
So, if you would like that, that's $43.95. If you wanted to do something with wonky strips, that'd be fun.
And we have some needle minders. Remember you were asking last week, I thought we had more, you said.
Yes, so here are the needle minders. There's the tomato. There's a little quilt block. And the little iron with the fabrics.
I think the prices are on the back.
Yep, so the little iron is $22.95. The quilt block is $18.99, and the little tomato is $20.75. Those would be cute little gifts, stocking stuffers too. I know some people are already starting their Christmas idea lists.
Yeah.
And then if for Christmas, it's always if you have somebody that you love in the nursing home, or if you just want to do some sewing, as you know, there's these little wheelchair quilts, we call them, with the little pocket to put your hands on. I know this would be lower if I was...
Put your hands in, yeah.
Put your hands in. And then a pocket, you know, for your phone or Kleenex or whatever. And those are... We've kind of made them so that they'll drape nicely without getting caught in the wheels or in the feet, just to be little lap warmers. So we have those kits. That's the women's. And then we have one for the gentleman. It's using Tim Holtz fabrics. And how much is a kit, Cynthia?
$43.
$43. So I'm sure
I peeked ahead of time so I could answer that question.
you knew it was coming.
I thought you might be asking.
All right, so there's those. We have lots of fabric today too.
Oh, we have a lot of fabric today. Now, Quilter Select also makes some rulers. They are very pricey, but I have some customers that swear by them because they don't move. Just the way their grip is, the way that they're made, that they're not moving on you when you're cutting a lot of fabric. So the 6 by 24 inch ruler is $71.95.
So this one,
Yeah.
that one.
And we have a 12.5 inch square, and it is $72.95.
And then this one is 8.5 by 24, and it's $97.99.
And they have all the various markings and angles on them.
Yeah, they sure do.
But I know that Gail Connor swears by her. She just says that, you know, it's the best thing that she's ever done was investing in those rulers.
Okay.
So I thought, well, we'll bring a few in and see what people think. And Quilter Select has also come out with a 2-in-1 self-erase marker, so that you, on one end, there's the marker. I'm doing it up here.
Like,
One end is the marker, and the other end is the eraser, and they're selling for $12.
Okay.
And it says that it will disappear between 1 and 7 days.
Oh, so not like 20 minutes?
No, not in 20 minutes.
That's happened to me before, and that's a little disappointing.
Oh, those disappearing ones?
Yes.
I can remember tracing something out with spending a lot of time, and poof, it was gone. So, also coming up is, I wanted to make sure that we talked about this, is that there's a quilt show next week.
Woo-hoo.
And you know, they're starting to come, you know, they're starting to do them again. And I think this is only the second or third one I've heard of. So this one is in Brantford, and it is Friday, September 30th from 10 to 7, and Saturday from 10 to 5 on October 1st. It's $7 admission, and 12 and under can go free. And their featured artist is Judy Taylor, and it's being hosted at the Best Western Hotel. And that is on, I'm just looking for the name of the road here, 19 Holiday Drive.
Yeah, there you go.
In Brantford. So it's Once Upon a Quilt, and their show is next week. And it's always great to go out to a quilt show. They're going to have a tombola and door prizes and vendors. And yes, if you come, you will see us.
What's
Okay.
a tambola?
Tombola, that's where you buy the little tickets with your name on it, put the name on it, and they do the draws, and you can win the different things.
I didn't know that was the name.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
Is that the
And
spinny thing? Like
They'll pull them out. And the fun thing is, if you remember, bring your address labels, because then you don't have to write your name out a bazillion times. So if you bring your address labels, you can stick them on,
I'd have to get some first.
and away you go. Well, you could print some.
But I won't be there. I'll be at the store here,
Oh.
holding down the fort.
Well, yes, you will.
So you'll see Cynthia and possibly Arlene.
And the other thing I did want to mention is that our very dear friend Star Ferris, who worked with us a number of years ago and was always in and out of the store, passed away, and I attended her funeral last Friday. And just a wonderful woman, and she will be very much missed. So, it's always sad when these things happen, and cancer is just a very terrible disease.
Yes. We just wish her family the best as they move forward.
Yeah. Now we have some fabric, do we want to start with you, Miss Tam?
All right, let's do this Grandmother's Garden from Northcott.
Is it grandmother's or mother's garden?
My mother's garden.
Okay.
All right.
This kind of has a a 30s feel, like kind of a Art Deco feel. That's exactly what I'm. That's exactly
look
what
at
I was
that.
looking to see. Isn't that a nice contrast? And there's so many colors that can be pulled out of it. So there it is in the dark colorway.
There is the lighter one. Here, let's pop this in between. See how the orange.
Pops it.
So whatever color you pick is just gonna. And then there's that turquoise or teal.
Mm-hmm. Very nice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's lots of possibilities for this. And then there's some little polka dots.
Some more. And these are 16 a yard.
So this line is by Northcott.
That almost looks like a batik.
It does. It has that feel to it, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. And then this nice orange.
Very nice. I also wanted to mention we have sent out some emails on some classes that we have coming out. So I hope that you did get it. We have some samples up in the store, and we'll have our other one tomorrow when Louise brings it. So we have some different classes coming up, which will add some interest, I think. And look at these fun red and whites.
They're
Some
called
of-
Red Hot by
and
Riley Blake.
And some of them are mirror image, some are not. But you know, red and white, it's fun to do red and white quilts. You know, we're Canadian, and they just have that great feel. So we have all kinds of different scales of prints here in red and white. We may have to move some off because I have several coming.
Oh, you can mix and match your favorites, right?
And I think this one, it's funny, but
Is it cats?
that has a little cat on it.
Yeah.
And this one has little ladybugs on it. Red and white.
Well, okay, that's like the red background with the little ladybugs.
Oh, is that one got
Yep.
I missed that. Okay. And there's another sort of deeper red. Yeah, we're going to be piling these all up here. And then sort of a small red and white print. And I know we've seen this one in the white. Oh, and I did get the cats in the opposite. In the mirror image, yeah.
So that's fun.
So red and white quilts are always fun, and they're beautiful. I'll take a couple of these this way so that we don't get too boxed in this, Tammy.
And then there's also some other Riley Blakes just for fun. We're always looking for grays. They're still really popular. And there's this nice teal.
Kind of modern prints, you know, with some, it's like there's stars. That's a nice mosaic, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I think this one has lots of possibilities.
This one's pretty too, with the kind of that forest green and I'm not sure, lime green almost.
Reminds you
It's
of a
very
nice
pretty.
tile, you know, in a
Right. And those were Riley Blakes, I think, and you said
These are 14.
Okay.
These two are 15, and the first two are 14.
do you want to keep going with that, or do you want to do
Well,
something?
do we want to talk about what's behind us?
Right.
We
I'll
just
let
have to
you.
keep-
I need to
we need to keep
have a drink.
our sweet Arlene on our toes. Look at this lovely giraffe panel. So this panel is $18, and it's got the mom and the little one, and I know Arlene has plans for one, so she's really looking forward to working with it. But just a lovely, beautiful panel with the giraffes on it. So for you giraffe lovers, there you go. You know that we have them. And then I'm always looking for beautiful cobalt blues. And you can see this just, you know, you can see the contrast even against me. But this is, they say it's tie-dyed, but it just has, you can see the depth in this. So this one's 16 a yard, but this would be just beautiful in a quilt. Lots of contrast. And then I have some fun succulents.
So different line.
Totally different line. And
I mean,
these
different
are,
direction.
yeah, these are 16 a yard. And see, they're this is kind of looks like desert a little bit.
I wonder if this is Nevada inspired, this choice.
No, actually not. It was, this is called something Oasis. Arid Oasis. But
That's fun.
you know, this reminds me, I have a niece and she had a whole bunch of succulents in her kitchen. She had a whole nice display on little
Oh,
shelves
that's fun.
of all these little succulents. And it reminded me of Paige. And I think that was where that inspiration came from when we were there at Christmas time and we were over. They bought a house. Her and her honey bought a house right across the street from her mom and dad. So they're not very far away from home.
You know what this would look great in?
What?
Can you guess what I'm going to say?
No.
A pillowcase. Arlene's laughing. She's like, I knew it. And
What?
you're looking stunned.
Well, yeah, what? Not stunned, but
She was speechless. You couldn't see her
speechless.
face.
Well, I think there's other
There's
things.
other possibilities. Of course there is.
It's not like, oh, well, I don't know what to do with it. I'm just going to make a pillowcase.
That's not why I said that.
Okay.
Okay,
I
we're
just-
going to have
I
a pillowcase showdown.
Better get this camera up here because she is blushing again. see, she's blushing.
It was just your look on your face that was like, oh, what?
Okay, so you have some more over there?
Yeah. Or should we do this?
Whatever. Sure,
Okay,
we can.
let's do this, and then we'll break it up with a little bit of fabric. So upstairs in the store, see, Jana agrees with me about the pillowcase. I don't feel so bad.
Oh, Cindy Taylor said I was thinking that too. Which one? Were you thinking what Tammy was thinking or what I was thinking? Cindy, I just got to know.
It'll take her a bit to get up there. All right, so we had this panel in the store, and we really love it. And we're just like, okay, what could we do with it? Because I think people are maybe a little intimidated because there's lots going on in there. It's not like you can just put a border on it and hang it up and you're done, right? So I said, what if we do a challenge, Arlene? Like, what if I give you some fabric in this panel and you see what you can come up with? And she's like, okay, challenge accepted. So this is what she came up with. So she got a panel and then 2 fat quarters of coordinating prints. So she took those 2. And then this is what she came up out of that panel. So she's got like a gift bag. It could be like a wine bag or, I don't know, baguette, like a loaf or something. Or just a tall present. So there's a gift bag.
I like the idea of the tall present.
Yes. And then there's 2 pot holders. And put the fat quarter on the back. There's the little gift tags. I think there was 4. And then there's these little money card holders where you could put in, your Walmart gift card, Canadian Tire, whatever. And then there's like a little, almost like a cookie sack or a smaller present, drawstring bag.
And see, she's got this different one on each side. Yeah, I like that.
And then she was really thinking, and I think it's so cute, is this little kid's apron. She used one of the blocks for the pocket at the top. And join that with a little waist, and then the other taller, let's go like this. The other taller panels she sewed together into the body of the apron.
Isn't that
The
adorable?
little ties. So yeah, she had a lot of fun. And we thought maybe when you see something like that, it would inspire you to get creative.
Yeah, it is very creative. I have wonderful creative staff.
And I think that's the part that we really enjoy, that we can be creative.
Oh, it's fun. You know, it's fun looking at something and thinking, what could I do with that?
And so we do that quite often, but Arlene did an awesome job. We were all
Because you guys have a
impressed.
challenge coming up here too. I think that we're going to show. Is it next week?
Hopefully next week.
We have
Yeah.
yours ready next week.
I will. Yeah,
Okay.
I promise. And then we know that you all really love the gnome calendar, like the different gnomes that we've done. So we have a whole kit so that you could do the entire calendar with all the fabrics. You would just have to get your background.
And we have, and then with it, they have all
Papers,
the
right?
interchangeable calendar sheets. So they're not by a year, so you can change them up. And So you could use it in 2042
Ooh.
and still use the months in here.
So they've done each month. They've like laser cut all the shapes for your gnomes. So you've got all the way from like January to February, March, April, May, you know, down the line.
So all that work is done.
All that
for
work
you.
is done for you. You know they've got your placement. You get your own background, and the entire kit is $310.
So you could do it as a calendar, but you know a lot of people have done them on tea towels. There's just lots of different things that you could do with them. Yeah, absolutely.
I think even if you had somebody who loved gnomes, why couldn't you make like a quilt block and make it into a quilt? Yeah,
yeah, you could.
Because I know there's lots of people who love them. They're their favorite, especially when they do the seasonal things.
Yeah.
So just in case.
Good morning, Lorna.
We thought we'd share that with you.
Cute, cute, cute.
Okay.
Do you have some more fabric there?
Yeah, I do. Let's do some wide backs because wide backs are very nice. We're going to be getting more in. We only have a couple today, but we have a lot more on order. So this is really neat with the swirls, and it's like a tone gray.
Yeah, it has lots of movement, but not too bold.
And this is a nice neutral one too. It's a gray and white. Just a little understated. That'd be nice on the back.
Yeah, the vines. I think this one really calls me. I really like it. It's sort of understated, but
yeah, it's got a good feel to it.
It does.
And
This
then
one's by Michael Miller.
these have been really popular. So this isn't one that we haven't had before. I don't believe. They usually go once we have them. They people really love them because they're just so colorful.
Yeah, beautiful floral.
And this one is 21 a yard.
Jackie Scott is in Foggy Buckhorn this morning, she says.
Oh, foggy. We had that this week already. Or on the weekend it was quite
I
foggy.
don't know, it's the other morning, yeah.
Saturday morning was very foggy.
Yeah, because I got up really early and it wasn't foggy. But by the time I was driving into the store, at just before 9, it was like super foggy. Yeah. So we have a few Christmas prints.
Metallic holiday charms. 16 a yard.
It's got the silver in it. This one has some gold snowflakes.
Yep. We love our metallics with some of the Christmas stuff.
And this one could be like red with the snow.
Has a little bit of gold. Just tiny little flecks.
And this one has some cute little snowmen.
And that's fun. And it's in a different colorway, not your traditional red and green, so that's neat.
Sort of that minty blue almost, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you call that minty blue? I don't know. Maybe that's my new color that I
Your
made
new
up.
color? Do you know what the color of the year is? I heard this on the radio the other day. I was waiting for some drum roll, some fantastic color. It's white.
Really?
It's just a blank canvas, so you can do what you want. That's the color of the year.
Usually because they'll come out, Pantone will have,
I know.
a purple or aubergine.
Not this year.
White.
We also have some new flannels because it's nice to put those on the back and for babies. And then there's a nice lilac because sometimes we don't want pink. But that one's a good one.
It is. And nice and soft.
And those were 15 a yard. We've got one more, right?
And so Lori Holt has come out with, this is her gingham line, big ginghams. And there are, I'm just looking, 36 different fat quarters in this bundle for $165. They are all kind of gingham-like in here. And we brought in a few. We did not bring in the whole collection, but we thought with the bundle and some of these that you could certainly work with them.
So these are some of the ginghams.
And we have other ginghams too.
Yeah, we have quite a few in the store. Maybe not all from Lori Holt, but should be something.
That will work.
And there's that one. And those are $17 a yard.
So we have also behind us. Did we figure out how much this panel was?
You were talking about it, did you?
Yikes. Why don't you talk about it while I try to figure it out?
Okay. So it has 4 tea towels on there. They're the Be Happy dish towel panel. You can just cut them out on the lines, do your finished edges with a rolled hem, or I guess you could put like a trim on the bottom if you wanted, some rickrack, or just pick
so
fabric.
$22.95. You get the, because this one says something about happy button. She has some instructions here. Maybe if we pull this up just so we can see the bottom, where it says kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul.
So there's 4 there.
And these are really nice. I like that, they're bright and they're very cute. I like the little dog pulling with, in the back of the truck. It's pulling the little trailer.
And they're, definitely you can see the Lori Holt fabrics in them, like her patterns.
Yeah. So we do have some of those in stock.
All right. I think that covers it, doesn't it?
It does, but we have some show and tell.
Oh, that's right. The panel is not online. We just got it yesterday, so if you see anything that you want, we'll just quickly go over it. Cynthia at cherishedpieces.com or Tammy at cherishedpieces.com.
TAMI.
That's right. All right. So this is
Anne Roy.
Yes,
Yep.
I was going to check my paper, but that's not.
That's
So
Anne Roy. And this is what she did with her panel, her sewing lady panel. So she really made it steampunk. She had some other steampunk fabric and put that together and did just a great job. So she brought that in to show us.
This is Catherine Plunkett with her pumpkins and bats.
Isn't that
Very
beautiful?
neat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very nice job. I like it. That's a neat pattern.
And then also her Halloween quilt with the black cat. And this is Evelyn with her Shop Hop stars. She finished all her blocks and laid them out. This is the pink version, and then she had another version,
She's
the
done
blue
two.
version. Yeah. So she had a lot of fun with these. And she was quilting together with her sister Barb.
I think they had a good time
Yeah,
doing
they
the
did.
shop hop.
I'm sure a lot of people did.
And this is Debbie Unelli's, she sent us a picture of a t-shirt quilt that she did with the t-shirt quilt kit that she had purchased from us.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is front, and then we have the back. Oh, I guess I didn't do both. Oh, maybe you thought they were the same.
Yeah.
That's okay. So she had similar ones with the Hamilton Tiger cats on the back also.
And she was just really thrilled with that kit, how well it went together, and that's the result.
Yeah. And we had a t-shirt class. Mary McFarlane was in, and the ladies worked on that. So, now it's drum roll time. Thanks again for joining us today.
We'll do the Steady Buddy things. Yes.
Kim Beckner.
Kim Beckner, congratulations. And the coloring book.
Cheryl Fay.
Congratulations, Cheryl.
And then the Sunny Fat Quarters.
Nadine Howard.
Congratulations, Nadine. If you want to pick up your prize, we'll be happy to see you and give them to you, or you can let us know and we can mail them to you.
It's always much nicer if we get to see you in person.
That's true, yes. And we've been doing some moving around in the store, so it'll be a nice time to come and check us out.
So, thank you. Enjoy this beautiful weather. We're just sort of on the cusp of fall. The days are getting a
tomorrow?
little darker, but things are getting brighter outside too. We're starting to see, the splash of paint, nature's paint in the leaves, and yeah, it's just a pretty time of year.
All right, have a great week.
Thanks for joining us.